November 7th, school buses are finally rolling again down the streets of Bay St. Louis.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Classes are in session for the first time in 10 weeks.
This is just an emotional roller coaster. I am so thrilled. This is the first day of normalcy.
You look awfully pretty.
But nearly 2/3 of the students haven't returned. Neither has one of their teachers.
I can't do that to my kids.
We need a little bit more than a windbreaker today, okay?
Darla Goodfellow taught first grade. Her husband Keith, an OBGYN, delivered thousands of babies in Bay St. Louis.
My heart and soul, my sweat is there.
This was our first home. I never thought we'd leave.
This is a back porch shot.
But they did, with their 4 kids before Katrina roared in. They figured they'd be back in a few days.
And I took towels and shoved them under the front part of the door just in case the wind would blow a little bit on my hardwood floors, and told my house I loved it and to be safe like I always do. And then we left. As I pulled out of my driveway, it never, ever crossed my mind that it would be completely gone. Never.
Instead of a beautiful waterfront home, they now share a cramped 3-bedroom apartment here in Birmingham, Alabama.
I mean, there are days, I'll tell you right now, when the alarm goes off at 6:10, you just kind of, I'm not getting out of bed. You want to pull the covers up over your head and say, oh, forget it.
You want it all in one or half up, half down?
And then you think, oh, no, I can't. I have 4 children.
Months after Katrina, Darla and the children finally muster the nerve to return to Bay St. Louis. Keith has been back before.
Are members of Christ.
Devout Catholics. The first stop for the Goodfellows is Mass in the community center. Their church, Our Lady of the Gulf, where 2 of my sisters were married, was gutted by the hurricane.
Today's Mass is all about connecting. Really connecting with someone.
But for the Goodfellows, the connections are painful. For him, a reminder of how desperately he wants to return. For her, a reminder of trauma and how much she doesn't.
I mean, the people who are down there are the bravest, the strongest people I have ever known in my life. To be able to live with that day after day after day, I just can't do that.
Turn this corner, my house will be at the end of the block where my house was. Oh, God. It's always left in my
house. And we had a big, beautiful willow tree right here. We had one tree, willow tree.
The Corps of Engineers is about to bulldoze what's left of the neighborhood. The Goodfellows want to try to salvage something.
Hillary found something of yours.
Do you want it, Hillary? No, Desiree, bring it back. Desiree, Hillary has said she does not want to take anything that's here, remember? She doesn't want anything from here. Oh, her little picture frame.
Oh, I think it's the picture. And things I found. Things I would never in a million years have brought with me, even if I knew the entire house would be gone. I took those because it's like the only proof that the past 11 years of my life were real. And that it wasn't just some dream.
Do you think you'll ever go back to Bay St. Louis someday to live?
No.
Ever? Even when you get older?
No.
Grow up?
No. Never.
It's never going to be home for me again.
A part of me is there, and part of my heart will always be there, but I couldn't do it again. It's just too hard.
The Goodfellows had flood insurance on their house, but it only covered a fraction of their loss, and their insurance company won't pay the rest.
they're claiming flood, which means they're not paying it, the federal government and taxpayers are paying it, because they claim our house had no wind damage whatsoever. I mean, I had an adjuster who told me he understood what it was living in a difficult situation because he was sharing a hotel room with another adjuster.
Poor guy.
And he hadn't even, right. I said, I really feel sorry that the complete loss of my entire life has ruined your day. He said, well, thank you for understanding and stop calling me because I'm not even your adjuster, and hung up the phone. Yeah.
Keith is trying to get used to the idea that he won't be going home. He's looking for work in other towns, but he's still fielding phone calls from his patients.
Some of them are calling and say, please come back, please come back. What are we going to do? We don't have a doctor. We don't have any doctors down here.
And how does that make you feel when they say that?
It makes me terribly miss the area, number one. You know, it makes me feel sorry for them. It makes me feel like I should be there.
Almost every single night I dream that I walk through my house and I touch, everything that's gone. I mean, I have this dream where I'm sitting in the chair with one of my kids, and it's just the water rushes in and we're ripped apart. I mean, I just can't do this.
I'll have dreams at night where I dream about going out at night and looking up at the stars in my backyard. I dream about going out shooting on my dock. Being my kids out there.
It's a beautiful spot.
It was. Spot. It was. For 11 years, I mean, it was paradise. It truly was paradise.
The Goodfellows won't be coming back here. For those who did,
we thought we were covered.
The paradise becomes an insurance nightmare.